Hi friends, this is Shivakumar here, and in this section of video I like to explain about lean warehouse management and why we need WM and where it is really used. So lean WM is one methodology of warehouse management, same like our full warehouse management, distribution warehouse management, and we have inventory management. For all this inventory management, inventory management at bin level. But one difference from other warehouse management is, from other management, the lean differs is actually the inventory is not maintained at bin level. Rather, it is maintained at storage location level. And the exact purpose of the lean WM is, where it is used means actually if the warehouse is not complex and very simple operation is normally taking place in that areas, lean WM is used. And mainly the lean WM is used to get a picking document in the shipping process. Say for example, that the TO created will not generate any. Actually, it is not confirmed. I can say in lean WM there is TO creation is allowed, but no TO confirmation happened, and actually so there is no goods movement recorded in WM. And all these movements can be taken place actually at IM level, and there is no goods issue posting and goods receipt posting transactions taking place at lean WM. So actually but lean WM allows actually posting of receipts and issues, but it is not impacting any document or movement type. So everything at inventory level, that is storage location level. So the purpose of creating the TO is to generate a picking list or a picking document for the shipping process. So a picking document is printed when delivery is created for the storage location where which it is assigned to a warehouse. And this is done automatically. Okay, once the creation of delivery is there, automatically this happens, and there is no need to for a user to work with the transfer orders from warehouse management. Okay, and the key importance is actually printing a picking document automatically when a delivery for the warehouse management relevant to storage location, right? If a storage location is activated with warehouse management in lean WM, actually if the delivery is created for the location, automatically in background the printing document is generated automatically. And the SAP best practice suggests or covers the lean WM functionality for processing of goods receipt and goods issue. The inventory is taken place only solely at the storage location level and not at bin level. And actually so in WM actually inventory at storage location level. So no, in the bin level is not considered. This is the main difference from other decentralized warehouse management or extended warehouse management or full WM. And lead WM actually system does not update the inventory data. I already told in quant at storage bin level. So the stock is managed only by quantity only. So there is no valuation inventory updation or nothing is happening. And lean WM, in lean WM we have goods stocks stored in the fixed storage bin defined in the material master. So there is no bins search strategy or searching sequence strategies defined in WM, right? Those things are not those configuration or those things are not required in case of lean WMs, because there is no storage search of storages. Only the fixed bins mentioned in the material master for a particular material is they use for storing that for the is processed at lean WM. Okay, the stock is stored at the fixed bins only. So then actually TO creation is allowed, but it is for picking list generation. I already told you, not real TO. So TO is not confirmed. Okay. So just for taking the print of pick list. And one more thing, interesting thing is actually the pick list can be taken at any time actually. So yeah, if a user posting TO or creating the TO in the morning, and he or she can take the printout at later evening shift, or some with the help of some other person. So the sharing of workload, right, is equally maintained. And if a particular first shift user is creating a TO, then he or she can some other user can take the TO printout, that pick this printout at a later point of time. So the workload is equally balanced between the users, also there is no heavy workload inferred by the user. And inventory differences are managed in IM area, as already told, because there is no warehouse operations, mean full warehouse operations involved in lean WM. So posting of inventory differences is possible only in IM and not in WM. And changes in delivery quantity even after the TO creation is possible, because there is no TO confirmation happening, or any I mean, I can say actually normal uh, the TO or picking process is not taking place in lean WM. So everything in IM only. And transfer of lean WM transfer order data to external third party system or other external systems, such as SAP operated by satellite network, is possible. So we can transfer the TO data to some other system and take a process further stocks. So that is possible. And for lead WM, there is no GRGA posted, right? I already told there is no process. Also, and at a subsequent process in WM. So this means no bin data and no stock is posted at storage bin level using quants. So these are the very important thing. And so now actually we can see the difference between the full WM functionality and lean warehouse management functionality, right? Actually, that is very important thing actually to understand the lean WM. Say actually in what way lean WM is differing from the WM. So in WM we have TO creation, picking is there, and then actually confirm TO is there. The difference is there, it will post. And actually if difference is observed, copy of shipment data to delivery is possible. And if no, actually again it will go for new TO creation. There actually the difference was adjusted, or the quantity was corrected. I mean, the difference adjusted in the sense quantity was corrected, and new TO was created here. And again it will go for new quantity picking, and then again it will go for confirmation. If there is no difference, then actually it will go for PGA and all. Actually the document is posted. And in case of lean WM, TO is created, but it serves as only a pick list creation for the shipment. And actually the print TO IDOC will be sent in both the cases. Actually external sending is possible for the TO creation, I mean document. After creating that TO, we can send it to external means. And then actually the TO creation will trigger the pick list. So pick from the fixed bin only possible. The fixed bin is mentioned at the material master record. And actually say the other operations are same. Actually no TO confirmation in lean WM part, but in WM we have full WM process, pick and TO confirmation, everything is there. Difference is posted in WM, but in case of lean WM, difference is only posted at IM level and not at lean WM model. That is the main difference. So this is a difference. And the WM functionality supports the most complex operation, whereas lean WM supports very minimum operations only without a heavy load. And actually the WM supports complex operations such as cross stacking, batch picking, and interleaving. And then warehouse management integrates with all other key SAP R3 modules such as inventory management, sales and distribution, and then remote data processing, and quality management and production supply. And next point, actually, SAP WM provides control of process. I mean, involved in moving this material within the warehouse and storage facility, as well as real-time data of inventory based on the actual physical movement. And one another thing, companies also can scale the WM solutions by using modified programs, right? Actually, modified programs. And say modified programs in the sense such as lean warehouse management or decentralized warehouse management. And lean warehouse management requires less configuration only than when compared to a full warehouse management. So even with less configuration, mean in the sense reduce the number of steps in the process by enabling the warehouse personnel to use transfer order as a pick list in case of lean warehouse management. So lean warehouse management, I can say, does not provide inventory management functionality. I already told. Again, I'm telling because to get more adequate or more reminders to understand the basic business process. Does not provide inventory management functionality beyond the storage location level, and its lack of lacks other optimization, right? Actually, process optimization opportunities such as additional strategies and option for picking, packing, and bin level accuracy. Those functions are not available in Lean WM. I am once again saying Lean WM lacks with optimization opportunities such as additional strategies and option for picking, packing, and bin level accuracy, because stock is picked from the fixed bin defined in the material master in a Lean WM. And decentralized warehouse management, right? Actually, decentralized warehouse management refers to use of SAP as a standalone WMS system. We can say EWM also, as a separate core system. The two systems communicate by using BAPI for transaction of IDOCs for master data. BAPI is for transaction and IDOCs for master data. Mm, so actually, we have QRFCs and everything. So that will speak between the two systems. And goods movement are done through delivery notes from the core system to the standalone WMS. And one more notable benefit of this solution is the downtime of the host system, right? Actually, say if ERP or some other the distributed warehouse management system is facing downtime, then actually the problem in DWM will not, that is decentralized warehouse management, will not affect the this, core ERP, that is ECC system. And vice versa, if any problem with the ECC system, say for example sales model or the model, it will not affect the decentralized warehouse management connected to it. So both are operating at a standalone mode. And if after fix is applied, then all the data are again replicated through the QRFCs or see this BAPI functionality for connecting the two transactions. So that is possible. So once the fix is there, actually the DWM will send all the updates, that inbound delivery, outbound delivery updates, or picking, packing, all over all that to the central ECC system. That is possible in this decentralized warehouse management. That is the main advantage. If you are asking what is the difference, is DWM will supports heavy load as well, and also if any downtime in any one system, client server architecture like that, you can master slave system you can take. If any problem with the one system, it can work independently, and if solves remaining part and then update the part after later some time. So it will have operate at a high load and no downtime in case of DWM. But Lean WM operates only for low level complexity and low level volume of data. That is the main difference. And goods movement are done through delivery node from the core system to the standalone WMS in DWM. So the notable benefit actually we discussed, right? That is nothing but the downtime on the host system will not affect the WM, since these two systems are separated. And again, actually, since a host system, right? Actually, it is not a 24/7. It may not always be accurate when um, for validation purpose, when taken for validation process purpose, and the resulting in IDOC or BAP errors that require human intervention, everything is there. And decentralized WM allows you to leverage, equalize the new R3 releases, even if the core system is an older system. Say, actually, the DWM can speak with older ECC system or older R3 systems also. It is possible. In addition, you can add varos without any disturbance to the existing core system, or communicate with multiple core R3 system. And it means actually the DWM can communicate with multiple ERP systems. And a potential drawback of decentralized warehouse management is the need to modify the IDOCs, okay, because they do not offer all available field options that are part of guide transaction. And one more thing, actually, whatever transactions required, then that only by POS, okay, that is the main difference. And if you have warehouse with the random storage, then you need to use WM system with the full functionality, that is full WM for random storage. So we need a bin search strategy, storage section, storage type, storage section, storage bin, all the search sequences, strategies, put away strategies, picking strategies, and indicators, everything required for random storage applications. And since the material can be stored in different storage bins, or even several storage bins at the storage, at the same time, that is possible with full WM. And we have precise inventory management at the bin level in case of full WM, and the stock management at the level of storage bin, and therefore more suitable for fixed bin warehouses, and even for dynamic or random storage also possible. And fixed bin lean WM does not have inventory storage area, bin in WM. So that is the main difference. And material is always stored in storage bin, storage fixed storage bin in case of lean WM. That is a big difference. And to print a storage bin in picking document, you must maintain exact data in the material master in the storage one view of the of material master. So storage one, you need to define the particular bin in the storage plan for storage location one, right, in material master. And the maintenance of further warehouse data and warehouse management views, right, those are not required for lean WM. And warehouse management views are not at all required in case of lean WM. And some of the I can say some of the WM functions, right, not included in the lean WM, those are actually storage sections, reserve storage bins, then strategies for put away and picking, replenishment action or process, inventory at storage bin level. These are not required in lean WM. So this considerably measures or reduces the implementation effort in lean WM, because the storage section is not at all required, reserve storage bins is not at all required, storage bin for put away is not at all required, and picking also not, strategies for put away and picking not required, replenishment process not required, inventory at storage bin not required. So this definitely reduces the time as well as implementation effort for lean WM. So that is very important. And for lean WM, at least you need only one warehouse number and at least one storage type from which the picking takes place normally, and one storage type in which goods are stored. Okay, for example, picking storage type as a storage type, and shipping zone as a destination storage type. So two storage types required, one for picking and another for shipping. Okay. So in picking storage area, you can have the storage bins grouped together from the stock removal point, and for example distribute the workload evenly, right? And picking areas can be defined for each warehouse number and storage type. Okay, this is very important. Please, I am again repeating, in lean WM you need at least only one warehouse number and at least one storage type from which picking takes place, and one storage type in which goods are stored. So for example, picking storage type as a storage type, and shipping zone as a destination storage type. In picking storage area, you can have storage bins grouped together from the stock removal point. Okay, and for example, in order to distribute the workload evenly, and picking areas can be defined for each warehouse number and the storage type. So that is the difference. And in addition to the picking area, there are other organizational units in warehouse. Okay, these are staging areas, and those staging areas nothing but the point before the shipment, or point before the loading loading or unloading happens. That is a that is a staging area. So in addition to the picking area, there are organizational units in the warehouse. These are staging areas and doors. So these are defined in the outbound delivery, are determined by the system, and they can also be printed out on the pick list document or pick list generated. And you can we can activate the lead WM in the customizing at the warehouse number level, same like this one. You assign the warehouse number to the combination of plant and storage type. So in this way, the organizational units in the warehouse are linked up to inventory management. Also, through this assignment, a status for WM activities is assigned to the respective items in the outbound delivery. And when you implement warehouse management WMS, you manage goods movement and stock changes in the warehouse at the storage bin level. I already told. So, however, to implement lean WM, the inventory management, or inventory is taken at storage location level. The system does not update the stock at the storage bin level. I mean using quants. So that is a main difference. So I think actually these are the main important things to be covered, and you can use lean WM very remotely for processing goods receipts and goods issue. And using lean WM, you process warehouse movements in basically the same way as the warehouse management in full WM. You work with the deliveries and you create a transfer order for these deliveries, but TO is not confirmed and no goods movement taken place at the lean WM side. Transfer orders are just to serve as a pick list. Okay. So actually, normal recommendation here is, if you want to implement lean WM, then you can able to pick deliveries in warehouse that are not managing using WMS. Okay, the use of transfer order in lean WM provide the we have some advantages to reprint the transfer order at any time. So you can split the transfer order and thus distribute the workload better among the staff in your warehouse. And you can pass the transfer order target data and the names of those who process the transfer orders to the HR application component, where this data can be used as a calculative incentive wage. So how many persons processed how much TOs at what is the exact duration or exact working time they did for particular day, how much quantity of work or volume of data they have processed, and how it is benefited to the organization or warehouse. Those details are passed to HR. So this functionality will be actually is will be better actually. It is closely integrated with the SAP HR. So that is so that employee benefit management is perfectly maintained in case of lean WM. And if you do not wish to update the stocks in your fixed bin warehouse at storage bin level, then actually lean WM provide you with the option of using the advantage of warehouse management through the transfer order in the same way as warehouse management using WMS. So if you are already using standard WM, it is recommended to you implement lean WM in further warehouses where no updating of stock is expected at the storage bin level is important. In this way, we can ensure the process of warehouse management are uniform in all warehouses. Since lean WM does not update the stock at storage bin level, you can display the stock quantity very rarely in inventory management, and do not very solely in inventory management, and not with the stock overview function in WM. So stock overview function is not at all used in lean WM. Okay, and also you cannot process possible. This is not at all possible, and it is also not possible that stock differences, right? Because no posting means no stock difference occur in the lean WM. Only inventory management is having the priority. So I already told the prerequisites, right? Actually, you can implement Lean WM in only fixed bin warehouse, and random storage is not at all possible. Before you implement Lean WM, you need some following configuration. So following prerequisites means assign newly defined, right, storage location to a warehouse number. So don't assign already existing warehouse number which is WM activated. Don't assign that same storage location to the same this one, this for lean. So you need to create a new storage location and assign that to the for lean purpose to a lean warehouse number. Set up at least two storage types, one for picking, another for shipment. I already told shipping area. So picking storage type as a source storage type, and destination will be a shipping area for the deliveries. So these are the main importance differences, right? And tracking of performance, right? Performance data normally in warehouse is taking place. Such assignment of transfer orders or picking list to a picker, return confirmation of actual times or determination of planned time is possible with transfer order created via lean WM. So that is possible, and transfer to external system is also possible. So these are the main things. So I mean, people can ask actually what are all the configurations we are doing for the lean WM. So we need to create a new storage type and assign to the warehouse, and define control parameters for the newly created lean warehouse number. And then third point, spool parameters for the warehouse, say warehouse order printing, and defining say sort profile or profile for sorting during transfer order reprocessing or processing, transfer order print indicators, and print program per warehouse number, and define number ranges, and define number ranges for WM, and define storage, and define difference indicators, and define transfer types, and define movement types, and assign picking location lean WM, and create output condition records for shipping, because shipping is very important here. So what I will do, I will give the all this whatever the configuration minimum functionalities, functional configurations required, right? I will write in this YouTube video description part, so that you can make use of that. And also actually I have explained with the lean WM and the full WM differences with a clean this diagram. And also this will explains you the need of WM, why the lean WM is used, because warehouse is is having minimal operations, and less not having complex operation is required. So in that cases you can go for lean WM. And actually inventory is taking place at the storage location level only, and not at the bin level or quant. So that is important. And actually the TO creation is allowed in lean WM, and no TO confirmation or goods movement taken place or recorded in the lean WM. So the TO created is just used as a for generating a pick list for shipping process. So yeah, if you want to store the stock in lean WM, you need to use fixed bin defined in the material master. So that is important. So these are the main uh, informations pertaining to lean WM. So I hope this video is very useful to each and every function consultants. And I already told the distributed warehouse management is used for complex operations where big high volume process is required. So DWM or distributed warehouse management application is used in extended warehouse management. And due to the introduction of this cloud technology in S/4HANA, all these systems are tightly integrated again, and all the systems are tightly in ERP and WM warehouse management systems are integrated and sitting on the cloud platform. So cloud can manage the multiple high volume or multiple systems access. Everything is possible without any slowness or disturbance in cloud system. So that is what SAP is allowing to club all this MMPP, SD, and then EWM, everything on single HANA database. I hope this difference and explanation is very useful to all people. And thanks for listening my video. This is Shivkumar signing off.